You've heard it 100 times. There are no bad cards in tarot. And you've probably rolled your eyes at least once. Because let's be honest, when you pull the Tower, Ten of Swords, or the Devil, it feels bad. But here's the twist. It's not the card that's the problem. It's the reader. Let that sink in. The fear, the doom, the drama. That's not the card's fault. That's what happens when someone doesn't know how to interpret complexity. When they collapse nuance into cliché. When they haven't done their own shadow work. So they project panic onto your reading. Today we're going to break the illusion of bad cards and expose the real problem: shallow, fearful, and lazy interpretations. Hi, I'm Paul, and this is Tarot Logic, an analytical approach to intuitive reading. If a reader gasps at the sight of the Three of Swords and launches into a heartbreak monologue, they're not reading the card. They're reading their fears about the card. The card isn't bad, but the reader may be underdeveloped, or under-initiated, or just playing into melodrama for effect. Tarot cards are archetypal patterns, not moral judgments. Every card is an invitation to grow if you know how to read it. Bad cards are usually just shadow cards. The Devil, the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. These aren't curses, they're call-outs. They're spotlights on patterns you'd rather ignore, on behaviors that keep you stuck, on beliefs you inherited but never questioned. But a reader who hasn't faced their own shadows will interpret those cards as external threats instead of internal mirrors. That's how a powerful healing moment becomes a fear-based performance. Many readers still operate on good versus bad thinking. Lovers, good. Death, bad. World, good. Five of Cups, bad. This is mental laziness. It's the tarot equivalent of moral kindergarten. Cards don't live on a binary scale. They move in spirals, layers, and paradox. The Five of Cups, yeah, there's grief, but also the potential for emotional maturity. The Tower, sure, it's collapse, but also freedom from illusion. A real reader can hold both truths. A basic reader will choose one, usually the one that gets the biggest reaction. Some readers lean into doom because it makes them seem powerful. This card means betrayal. This card means danger. You should watch your back. That's not just lazy. It's irresponsible. Because once you plant a fearful interpretation in someone's mind, you shape their expectation. And where the mind expects danger, it often creates it. A reader who doesn't know how to frame a difficult card constructively isn't just bad at tarot, they're bad for your nervous system. Cards don't speak in isolation. They speak in relation to the question, to the other cards, to the seeker's current story. The Ten of Swords might mean burnout, but next to the Ace of Swords, it could mean mental breakthrough. The Devil might symbolize addiction, but next to the Lovers, it could point to passionate transformation. A bad reader sees the card. A good reader sees the pattern. If someone's treating cards like a one-word oracle, you're not getting a reading. You're getting a tarot meme. So, even the so-called worst cards are sacred mirrors of human experience. Grief, loss, obsession, illusion, collapse. These aren't punishments. They're essential rites of passage. You don't evolve by skipping the hard chapters. You evolve by reading them differently. Tarot shows you where you are, not where you'll always be. But a poor reader freezes that moment in time and stamps it with a warning label. That's not divination. That's fear-based control. This isn't about sugarcoating. A good reader doesn't pretend everything is fine. They don't slap love and light on your trauma. But they also don't treat your cards like a cosmic indictment. They recognize nuance. They reflect, not predict. They ask better questions instead of giving easy answers. If someone's terrified of certain cards, they haven't gone deep enough. Because the deeper you go into tarot, the more every card becomes a portal to self-awareness, not punishment. Next time someone tells you a card is bad, ask yourself, are they speaking from fear or insight? Are they projecting or perceiving? Are they dramatizing or deepening? Because the card isn't what's hurting you. The reader might be. There are no bad cards in tarot. Only readers who haven't learned how to hold their full meaning. When a reader understands psychology, archetype, context, and their own projections, even the tower becomes a liberation. Even death becomes a blessing. But when they don't, they make you fear your own journey, and that's the real danger. If this episode helped reframe your understanding of difficult cards, hit that subscribe button. Here at Tarot Logic, we're rewriting the tarot narrative, one card at a time. Leave a comment. What's the card you used to fear, but now understand completely differently? Until next time, read with clarity, read with structure, and always read with logic.